You're no saint. You got a free cab, a free room, and someone who'll listen to your boring stories. Didn't you notice on the plane that when you started talking, eventually I started reading the vomit bag? I mean, didn't that give you, like, some sort of clue? Like, oh, hey, maybe this guy's not enjoying himself. You know, not everything is an anecdote that you have to discriminate. You choose things that are mildly amusing or interesting, and you're a miracle. Your stories, they have none of that. They're not even amusing accidentally. Hey, honey, I'd like you to meet Del Griffith. He's got some amusing anecdotes for you. Oh, and here's a gun, so you can blow your brains out. You'll thank me for it. I could sit through any insurance seminar. For days, I could sit there and listen to them go on and on with a big old smile on my face. They'd say, how can you stand it? And I'd say, because I've been with Del Griffith. I can stand anything. And you know what they'd say? They'd say, Del Griffith? Shower curtain ring guy? Whoa. You know, it's like going on a date with a Chetty Cathy doll. I almost expect you to have like this little string on your chest that you pull out and snap back. Oh, whoa, no. Oh, no, except, oh, I wouldn't pull it out and snap it back. No. No, you would. You know, when you're telling these little anecdotes of yours, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Being the authentic me, sing into the world. Being authentic, Noe.
Hi friends, my name's Noe and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys just saw my audition monologue from the play, so I guess you already know what I'm going to be talking about. That's right, the play, and I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about it and what I've learned from it, because I think it's really interesting and I hope that you guys find it interesting as well. I want to start off telling you guys a little bit more about the play. It's called 12 Angry Men, and it was written in the 1950s, and it is a very famous and classic play, all about 12 jurors who are tasked with deciding whether or not a boy is guilty of murder. If he's found guilty, he will be sentenced to the death penalty. And immediately, 11 jurors go into the room and vote guilty. However, one juror votes not guilty. And the play is all about that one juror trying to convince the other ones that the boy is innocent. In the show, each juror has a different personality and different characteristics about them. I played juror number 7, who is the juror who couldn't really care less about the trial or the case. They just want to go home and they just want to leave. They're done. And so they don't really form their own opinions. They just go with the majority so that they can get out of there faster. And they're kind of ignorant. This is a challenging role for me to play because I'd like to think that in reality I'm the total opposite of number 7. And so it's a little bit challenging for me to play a character that I don't identify with at all. But it's also a lot of fun because I get to learn a new perspective and see things through another person's eyes. Now I'm sure you guys are wondering, if it's called 12 Angry Men and it's about 12 men, how are you, a female, going to be in the show? Well, my cast is going to be doing a more modern version of 12 Angry Men, and we're going to be calling it 12 Angry Jurors. Women weren't legally allowed to serve on juries until 1973, which is insane. So we're setting our play a little bit more modern so that women can be on the jury too, and so that it's a little bit more up to date, but that the topics are still relevant. 12 Angry Men is timeless. Even though it was written in the 1950s, it deals with a lot of topics that are still very relevant today. It talks a lot about race discrimination, age discrimination, gender discrimination, and all of these topics are still very present in today's society. I think it's really important that we're doing this show because it'll help educate people on these difficult topics and show other perspectives on these topics, and it will also get a discussion going. It's important to talk about these things and not just keep them inside. So I'm really glad that I'm a part of the show because I'm hoping that it will help other people be more open and be willing to talk about it and learn something new. I know that theater might not be your thing, and I know that topics about race, age, and gender might be uncomfortable to talk about. But this play is worth watching or reading. And if you don't like theater, you can watch the movie. It's just as good. But I think everybody needs to at least read this play or read a summary of it, because it's so good and so eye-opening. I thought I knew everything coming into the show that there was to know about race and gender and age discrimination. But after reading this play, I know I barely put a dent in it. This play has taught me so much about myself and about how hard it is for other people. And it's a super important play to read. I would highly, highly recommend checking it out, because I promise you will learn something, and I promise you will gain a new perspective and a new outlook, and it will just open your eyes to a new perspective. After reading this play, I'm interested in learning so much more about the race, gender, and age discrimination. I want to know all that there is to know, because I realize now that I really knew none of it. If you guys have personal experiences or stories with any of these topics, and you're willing to share, I would love to hear them. So you can post them in the comments down below, or you can DM me personally at my Instagram link down below. I'm so happy that I read this play, because I learned so much more. And I know that I still don't know everything, but that's why I want to hear from you guys, so that I can open my eyes to new perspectives and new ideas and learn even more than I did from this play. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing more about my play and my learning experience from this play. And I hope you guys will take some time to check out the play, because I promise you it is worthwhile. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for Friday's video, which will be another top 10 video. And then next Tuesday, I will have another one of these videos, but I will be talking about my musical, and I will be sharing some songs with you guys. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.
Being authentic, no, we